Lots of really bright folks, a lot of cool things, and we are kind of downloading a little bit of it at FA, but all of our major stuff won't be allowed until probably the end of this year. We still have lots of stuff to work on. So the stuff around here, so today's about gaming, right?
Yes, thanks and gamification.
So how many of the games do you guys play close to Facebook?
On Facebook?
Ooh. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if your game posts to Facebook. Okay, if you did raise your hand, you should start working on that. You know, I think one of the things that we've realized is literally, a good friend of mine started a company called Zynga. So when Mark started Zynga, the challenge that he had was that there were a lot of games that had done farming games, or basically simulation games. And the challenge that Mark realized was that it was only fun because other people participated in it. And it was great too, because once you got to a game level and you got bored of it and everything else, the fact that it was posting on Facebook reminded all your friends to come back to it. So again, I would say to you guys, think about how the gamification works. How many of you guys have looked at the new open graph gestures on Facebook? Raise your hands.
Open graph.
So what Facebook is doing, the open graph, you guys didn't raise your hand. The open graph says that your likes and your comments today are great, but we want to enable people to do something much more. So for example, if there's a major tragedy or something terrible happened, I probably don't want to like that article. You know? And if I make a recipe, I want to do more than just like it, I want to save it. So what Facebook is doing is they're allowing you to create brand new verbs, brand new actions. And we think that's really cool because it allows you to express your gameplay and your experience at a much new level. And it surfaces at the same level as everything else. So now, the way that you think about Facebook for a minute, predominantly how application is surfaced today is in the newsfeed. So if you spam someone's friends or anything else, it shows up pretty well. But what Facebook has done is that, we'll produce something a little bit different. They created a ticker, which is on the far right of your screen that you guys will notice. And what the ticker is, it's real-time events that happen in Facebook, application mostly, hopefully. And they're going to be open graph. So what happens is that's a real stream of consciousness. There's no specifics around relevance or anything else. It's just stuff flying in real time. So their expectation is that in those events, people click on it a lot. For example, Spotify, songs that are listened to by other people. If those things get a lot of clicks, they will now surface inside the newsfeed. Now they're a little bit asynchronous. There's now relevancy added to it. They call it coefficients, a way of adding, and that's just kind of their version of SEO. So what happens, the next thing is if it shows up in the newsfeed and people interact with it, it shows up in your timeline. And that's huge for you guys because then it's persistent, it's defining something. So when you go meet a brand new friend or you go check out what a friend is doing, you say, oh my god, this person loves this game. Not only did I see it in the ticker, not only did I see it in the newsfeed, this person played this game non-stop for a whole month. Like for example, the guitar application we just saw, I think that would be amazing. For me, it's like, you know what? This week my son learned how to play these following chords. This is something that's really kind of cool to keep. So again, think of Facebook as a place to build applications. So if you haven't done it yet, think about it. Because I really think in about a couple of years, there will be nothing written not on Facebook. It is the predominant new operating system of the world. I mean, literally, we feel the same way about photography. We don't think that if we're really successful, no one will ever use our app to take photos. They'll use our app to kind of do more things with information around location and proximity to friends. But the fact that all this data already exists, it's going to be inside of Facebook, it's going to be there, just find cool ways of taking advantage of it. And that's what we're up to. I can't wait to see what you guys are doing. So the only lesson I would say today is Facebook, 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 lots of Facebook. Do you ever see any questions I have the answer to?
Can you compare and contrast between open social and Facebook?